That's all good. Right, we are rolling. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Serious Step Up podcast. It is episode 4. This is, truth be told, our second take of doing this because I am a massive liability.
I'm glad it was straight away onto you.
Yeah,
It was nothing
my fault. That's not.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pretend like it wasn't my fault. Wi-Fi in this in my parents' house is a bit hit and miss. As you can tell by the background, I'm in my mother's office, which is very colourful and it's full of all these different photos. So, for those of you watching on YouTube, I hope you like the scenic background. But
I like the red dress.
what's that?
I like the red dress.
Yeah, I think you look pretty good in it as well.
Thank you. I think that as well.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah.
But so what day is it? It's Friday. I've just
Friday.
up and I am smoked. I am probably the most preppy I've ever been in the whole prep.
Ooh!
So little update, food drop yesterday, and I'm feeling it already today. Trained up and got absolutely zero pump, like not even like the slightest pump, bro. Like I was doing side raises, cable side raises, and just like 3 sets.
It just feels like you're lifting your arm up.
Bro,
like
I did
it
3
doesn't
sets.
feel there's no.
All of those sets were above 10 reps. Normally, you would be on fire after that.
Yeah.
And I just felt like a vessel, like an empty vessel. But that's good because it means we're getting fucking leaner, mate. But
it does, mate.
Yeah, for any of you that don't know, as you can probably see by my skin complexion, I did compete last weekend. So we'll do a quick little recap of that. That was the PCA Wales. I competed in the first timers bodybuilding. I didn't really speak too much on it. Reason being, I just didn't want to put too much pressure on myself. And like, there is really like, what do I actually benefit from posting about it? Really,
Exactly.
if you actually think about it.
That's what I post for.
Yeah, well, but you just getting beef, mate. You just getting
post about so true,
bro.
So true.
So yeah, second place in the first timers. Happy with it. It was a fucking wicked show in the ICC in Newport. It was a pro qualifier, so the standard was definitely high. Definitely brought out a better standard because everyone was coming for like the pro cards and stuff like that. Like some of the classes were absolutely stacked.
Yeah.
And yeah, the purpose of the show was to get used to competing, get myself on stage, get a feel for it, see if I enjoyed it up there, and just get my toes wet. And I did all of those things. I enjoyed it up there. I had a really good time. We didn't load going into the show. There was no peak. I went into it literally off the back of rest day food. And then when I actually went onto stage, I went on stage at like 11:15, and I only had a liter and a half of water and 100 carb. So minimal compared to Drew over here, who for the BMBF peaked on like multiple days of 600 carb. Fucking wanker.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really wicked show. Really enjoyed myself, and it kind of just reaffirmed the fact that I do really like the sport. Obviously, because I know I like the do of the training and the eating, but the actual performance and the display of the sport is a lot different because you're not a bodybuilder until you step on stage. You're just someone who likes to train. So now I know that I like bodybuilding because they are two different things. And you're not a bodybuilder until you step on stage.
This is true. So don't fucking act like it.
So don't act like you're a bodybuilder until you've done a prep and you've stepped on stage, because until then you just like going to the gym.
Facts.
And that is facts. So, yeah. Did you enjoy the show, Drew?
Yeah, so I'll give my little my 2 cents on it.
Yeah,
very, very good standard of a show in general. All classes were stacked. Even the mixed disability had like 4 guys in it, which shows that it was a
You never see that,
show.
do you?
No, I know you never see that. Yeah, it was a really good show. Overall winner was weirdly good. A bit better legs from the front, and it's an IFBB pro level physique.
Yeah,
and he was in the bodybuilding tall class as well, so he was like 6'3", so he's easily pushing 120, 130 kilo on stage, which is pretty fucking absurd to say. And he was peeled as well, which you don't really see.
He was just one of those ones where, like, You
Bro,
look at
where's
him,
he been hiding? Like,
well, you look at him and you're like, what the fuck is that? Especially from the back. Like
yeah,
his lats from the back were
crazy, bro,
ridiculous. But
crazy.
yeah, the guy that beat me was just bigger than me.
Yeah, he was just enhanced, bro.
Yeah,
Literally, like Ed won on arguably condition in some areas. He was leaner in some. Ed was leaner in some. It was in the air. Muscularity through.
I was leaner than him everywhere, bro. Fuck that
Right,
guy.
right,
No,
okay.
I'm joking.
Muscularity wise, it was really similar overall. He just had more muscle in the areas you'd expect an enhanced bodybuilder to have more muscle in: arms, chest, delts. Everyone else was pretty much even, if not Ed beating him. Shape, obviously, Ed wins that. Presentation, Ed wins that night and day. Posed better, held poses better, looked better on stage. Stage presence, Ed wins that again. But the other guy was just that much bigger through the
Yeah,
top line, and then that's what they ultimately
yeah,
went
they
for.
favoured
And
that.
you're not pissed about it. And you're
No,
not pissed about it
no.
because you lost to a good bodybuilder,
Yeah,
which is totally fine.
yeah. There's no like, and again, like the aim of the show wasn't to go in to win.
Yeah,
Whereas, like, if it
exactly.
was the BMBF, then yes, it would have been. Whereas with this PCA show, because it was an untested show, like there was no element of like, oh, I'm going in to win this. It was the whole
Yeah.
idea of the show was to go in to get my feet wet and get on stage, and I did that. And the feedback I got from the PCA judges were that I posed well. I had remarkable stage
Yeah.
confidence.
It just reaffirmed what we already knew, wasn't it? Like, you just needed more muscle, and then that's what you'd expect going into an untested show.
Yeah,
So, dubs all round.
yeah.
Really good day, and
I'm
you enjoyed it.
I'm super happy with it, to be fair, and I was super happy with the day. Obviously, the tanning the day before was not
Oh,
was a bit of a shambles.
yeah.
I'll quickly run through our antics.
The
Then.
night before.
So the night
Yeah.
before, I paid for the PCA tanning, and
Never again.
Drew came down to mine the night before the PCA. Stayed the night of mine, and I was booked in for 7 p.m. for the tanning. So me and Drew got there for about 10 to 7, nice and early. We were expecting
Punctual,
yeah, punctual.
Just
Because
the
in
nice thing to do.
the email they say make sure you're early because you'll be
Yeah.
straight on at 7. Anyway, so we're there 10 minutes early, expecting just to get in at 7, sign in, put my name in, get my spray tan, take 20 minutes to dry off, and then go home. Get there for 7. I'm sat around in this dingy little hall in Newport for half an hour. It's just sat down on this cold floor, which hurts my ass because I'm fucking stage lean, so that just sucked. Eventually get called into the hall, go into the hall, and I'm stood in this hall with nothing but a cocksock on for another 20 minutes waiting to be tanned. Eventually go in to get tanned. Spray tan takes about 5 minutes, and then I'm told that I have to wait around to dry off, which is normal, expected. So, but when you dry off after being tanned, you have to stand like this, so you don't ruin your tan, and so you can dry off, and you don't
Wait, I'll actually show what you have to stand like. No, I have that pic of you, don't I?
that awful photo.
Let me grab that.
I look awful in that photo as well. Holy smokes! There we go.
That's in the saved Wank Bank album. That is G.
So you have to essentially stand like that, and I was stood like
a Muppet, basically.
I was stood like that for about 20-25 minutes. And in this hall, it was just weirdly humid. You just wouldn't dry. So my side delts are absolutely on fire. By this point, it's past 8 o'clock. Bearing in mind, my last meal is typically at 8 o'clock. And we were expecting to be home by then and to have eaten.
Easily.
The plan was...
Did you touch on the fact we didn't have any fucking phone signal as well?
Yeah, no signal in this place. So
that made it 10 times worse.
I couldn't even tell Drew that where I was at, or how far through the process I was. Drew was just sat out in his car, just having to wait
with no phone signal.
They say in the
what I was playing fucking Tetris and shit. So
just looking through your camera roll, scrolling the weather app.
Yeah, literally. Well, I was cooked.
But yeah, what was I going to say? It says in the email for the tanning, make sure only the person who booked in comes into the hall. Don't come in with anyone else. So Drew's just sat in the car. I can't even tell him oh, we're delayed, or we're behind. And at this point, I didn't know Drew had his food with him, or I forgot he had his food with him. So I'm thinking, fuck, Drew's going hypo. I'm sat here. I'm meant to have my last meal at 8. It's past 8, and I'm stood here like
Mm.
this with my
Doing a
with my side
permanent
delts.
isometric lateral raise.
My side delts are on fire. I'm starving
Mm.
because I need my last meal. By this point, it's like 10 past 8, and I'm thinking, what should have been the case now is we should both be at home with our last meal, sat watching a movie with our feet up.
Yeah.
Instead, I'm on my feet. I've been on my feet for the last hour and a half.
That's why you were flat, bro. It's just because of that. You were
Bro,
actually going to be really full.
literally, I haven't had my meal. I'm stood
Mm.
up on my feet for an hour and a half, like unnecessarily. And then, just as I was about to leave, the head lady's dabbing me down to check that my tan's dry. And I am dry. And then she goes, "Oh, hang on a sec, like, bend over." And I was like, "All right, fucking take me out to dinner first." But she told me to bend over, so I did. You know, I don't hesitate when someone tells me to bend over. And
Mm.
she goes, "Your ass is pale." I'm like, "Oh my god, oh holy cook!" And she goes, "Who tanned you?" And I was like, "Oh, that lady over there." And she goes over to the lady and basically like tells her off. She's like, "You haven't tanned his ass." And I'm like, "Oh, so what happens now?"
That's not what you need.
No, and she's like, "Oh, we're gonna have to respray you." And I was like, fuck. So what does that mean? I have to wait here again for another 20, 25, 30 minutes? And she was like, "Yeah, you're gonna have to let it dry again." I was like, "Oh my god." So long story short, I had to let that dry. By the time I came out of there, it was like 9 past 9 o'clock.
Yeah, yeah.
By the time we got home, it was like 10. By the time I've made my meal, it was like 10:15. So I didn't end up going to bed, probably sleeping until past 11.
Yeah.
Which, again, all not ideal the day before a show. And I had to get up at like 5 because I had to be back in Newport at the ICC for my top coat at 7:45. So I need to prep my food, get all my stuff ready. First ever show, like I needed to make sure I had enough time to have everything ready. So I was up at like 5, went to bed at like probably 11:15. So the build up wasn't exactly ideal. But the show itself was fun and I enjoyed it and I got everything that I wanted out of the show. So that's the main thing. And now we are 8 days out from the WMBF. So it's been a week since then. And we've had a week of being, well, I've been back at baseline. You've been digging as well.
Until today.
The final
Until
push.
today, G.
You've started loading today, haven't you?
I started loading today.
Tell people a little bit about that and like what the process is.
The protocol.
Week.
So we had a food drop yesterday, down to 1,800 calories on yesterday's rest day. Woke up this morning, body weight wise, down a little bit, but nothing major. Not an all-time low or anything. But we just looked flat. Looked so flat. The flattest I've been. Looked tired. Just looked fatigued. So we basically were like, yeah, we'll start, linear loading a bit earlier. So obviously 8 days out rather than 7. But we are not just jumping into like massive amounts of food. So with a linear load, it's just like a little bit more every day. And then eventually going into show, you have that nice sort of balance of fullness that's been accumulated over the days. And then that dryness as well from never having to sort of push in loads of food at one time. So today we have 375 grams of carbs with protein reduced. And then that will just incrementally increase over the days leading into the show.
How much have you pulled protein by?
Just baseline, so just down to 180 from 230, 240.
Fair whack then.
Yeah.
Whack.
Just food volume, bro. Stomach volume, G. Tight waist, isn't it? Tight waist, bro.
Come on.
Tight waist.
Yeah, so I haven't started loading yet. I'm still running at baseline because Finn hates me. No. The fact of the matter is, I take way less food to fill up than Drew, and obviously we have shows on back-to-back weekends. So Finn just needs to be careful with me, not to start filling me too early. Like I probably won't even be my fullest at the WMBF.
Yeah.
Like I'll probably be my fullest at the PCA Natties.
Yeah.
Like, the message Finn sent me this morning was, we'll look to load you probably from like mid-week this week come in. So like Tuesday, Wednesday. Bro, but that's what my body.
That's what your body takes. It is, and in relation to that as well, if we compare my peak for the BMBF versus Ed's quarter peak for the PCA Wales, If that, he had like an 8th peak. I had all week devolume training, reduced steps, and 4 out of 7 days of 600 carb, and the rest days were still 300 plus. So I had a lot of food going into that show, but that was because it was 4 weeks ago now.
Yeah.
So I would have had time to dry back off and pull more fat off. Whereas if Ed really ramped things into the PCA Wales, he wouldn't have time pretty much to lose any more fat before the Supernaturals, which is what we needed.
I also hold my fullness for a very long time.
Yeah,
when Finn used to give me high days
back in the day.
Bro, remember I used to have a 700 carb high day.
Yeah, I remember that, bro. It was
good
like
times.
5-6 months ago.
Good times, bro. But yeah, when I would have those 700 gram high days, I would shoot up by like over 1 kilo, and I would hold that weight for like a week. So we can't really afford to do anything like that this time, because much as I am I'm definitely stage lean.
Yeah,
but we know that
lean,
I am peeled.
Yeah,
but there is still a bit more that could come off.
Yeah, but then it's a case of pushing for that extra percentage or losing your good areas, and you pick to sit where you're at, really, don't you? And present an overall bigger look. I find a lot of coaches do that. They just all they focus on is condition, when especially in natural bodybuilding, you could get an extra 2 or 3% of condition, but then I would lose my chest and arms.
Yeah.
And then you just end up giving a worse look. It's not the end of the world.
For me, in the PCA, obviously we didn't push any fullness at all.
Yeah.
And you could definitely see it in shots like my side chest, which is normally like my strongest shot. It was still a strong shot.
It just wasn't as poppy as it usually would.
It just looked a bit flat. And like my front lat.
Yeah.
My front lat is normally quite a strong shot for me.
Yeah, yeah.
It just looked just a bit naff.
Yeah.
But again, like we didn't push fullness for that show. That wasn't the purpose of that show. But yeah, so I think loading for me is going to start probably like Monday, Tuesday. But I think the plan is from when we start that loading for the WMBF, it will just be consistent loading throughout all the shows.
Yeah, that's what he's got in for me as well. We just said like linear load all the way through, progressively get fuller, progressively get fresher, and just keep presenting your best look, because our shows are in such quick succession.
Yeah.
You don't have time to go up, come down, go up, come down, go up, come down.
Yeah.
So it's sort of, the look will evolve show by show, for better or for potentially worse if we get weathered towards the MBW. But I can't see that being the case, because we haven't been pushed for that extra percent. We're still fairly fresh, and that's the best way to be. The best way to be.
100%.
Bro, I'm going to go grab a monster, 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'll speak to the camera a little bit. So, yeah, obviously WMBF is 8 days away, and that is our first kind of like main show of the season. Obviously, Drew's BMBF was like, as much as it was a warm-up, it was still an important show for him, and it was still a show he was striving for a win, whereas the PCA show for me was very much a warm-up show, and there was no kind of like expectation of trying to win. As much as it would have been nice to. Oh, he's got that crispy one. Oof. Oh!
Oh!
What a noise that is.
4 p.m. is my cut-off, bro.
What a noise, bro. Is that the pre-workout drink?
It is. That coffee was decaf, by the way. If everyone thinks I'm drinking a coffee there, I'm fucking Monster on top of that. That was a decaf Americano. I swear.
He swears. But, yeah, so I was just talking about the WMBF, how that's like the first big one, and that's going to be a fucking hell of a show.
What's that?
The WMBF.
Bro, yeah, it's going to be serious. I think that will be, it'll be close to the MBW in terms of busyness. Bro,
I think
the PCA Naturals is going to be the busiest natural show ever. I think they said
in terms of like amount of participants.
Yeah, they said, I was speaking to one of the PCA guys down the Wales, and they said it's the most registered for show out of all the shows they've ever done.
Wow.
And thank fuck I'm not doing that.
There we are. But that will be fucking sick as well.
Yeah, it will be cool.
The thing is, a part of me thinks that the WMBF might actually be better than the MBW. Only reason being, standard-wise, is because the MBW is so late.
Yeah.
Like, I think a lot of people want their prep wrapped up by then.
Yeah, I fucking do.
Yeah.
Let
Well,
me
bro,
tell you.
how many times have I said to you, like, oh, like, fucking hell, like, I
Yeah,
might not do the MBW, blah, blah,
yeah.
blah.
But we booked fucking Marbs now the day after it.
Yeah, we can talk about
So
that as
so
well.
we gotta.
Yeah, so basically, guys, me and Drew are going to completely ruin our post-show thing.
But it's fine because I'll be on drugs, so I can rebound.
Yeah.
Ed's gonna turn into a fat fucking mess.
Nah, essentially what we've done is, guys. So I'm a bit of a Marbella merchant. Like I've been twice this year. I went
In prep.
twice this year in prep. So I know well, but again that just goes to show I know how to go to Marbella and stay on
Yeah,
track.
yeah.
So essentially, I know a landlady in Marbella fairly well because I've used her a couple of times to go Marbella. I go Marbella every year. And she basically reached out to me and said, like, "Oh, I've got a good little offer for you." Because I was always wanting to go we were always wanting to go, like me and you,
Yeah.
wanting to go somewhere post prep as kind of
Yeah.
like a post prep
A
reward.
wind down, you
Yeah,
know?
like a
Yeah.
wind down
Yeah.
slash reward slash like
Yeah.
just you've
It's
been
been a
locked in
journey,
for
bro. You know,
you
we do
deserve it.
deserve it.
You
We
deserve it
deserve it.
100%. So I reached out to the landlady. Shout out Mika, she's a fucking gem. And I was like, yo, Mika, what you got in October? You got anything for me? You got anything
You
tasty for
little
me?
bitch.
You
You
little
little
you little bitch. And
bitch.
she came back with a hell of a deal. So we've basically got a week, well, 7 nights. It's like 7.5 days because
Yeah.
we fly out. Well, if we get the flights, we haven't booked the flights yet, but if we get the flights that I want to get, we'll land in Marbella at like 10 a.m. So we get all that day, and then the flight leaves Marbella at like 4 p.m. So you get like all that morning as well. So it's essentially 8 days, and that is on the Monday after the MBW, which is on the Saturday.
Yeah, the MBW is on the Saturday.
Yeah.
We'll stay overnight in the MBW, have some off plans, you know.
Yeah.
Then
Sunday
pro
will be
fats on
pro
Sunday.
veg.
Yeah. Not even pro fats, bro. Just pro
just
veg.
pro veg. No fats, no carbs.
Pro veg. Then we get on the bird.
Yeah,
on
but
the Monday.
to be fair, like again, like I just said, like I've been to Marbella twice during this prep, and I've stayed on track. Like, you can go. So We'll land in the morning. We'll get the bus to into Puerto Banús, which is where we'll be staying. Literally 2 minutes from the marina. Like our Airbnb, bro, is like it's in the mixer, bro. It's unreal.
Yeah.
It's about a 10-minute walk from the marina, so like, it's bro. Like, you don't understand how excited I am for it. Like,
bro, I'm gassed. It'll be a case of before everyone just thinks that we're gonna absolutely ruin our post prep phase. We're not gonna do that.
No.
We are gonna be on plan.
Yeah.
4 of 5 meals of the day.
Yeah.
And we'll have an off plan a day. And that's totally fine.
And you've also got to remember, bro, we'll be training.
Yeah, we'll be doing a hell of steps.
We'll be getting easily 12 to 20k steps a day. Bro, like you will get steps like without even like realizing it. Like bro, we'll be on like 12k steps. It'll be the evening, like because this is what happened when I went in May. You like I'll check my watch. I'll be on 12k, and then it'll be the evening, and you're like, you have to go to the marina and just walk up and down the marina because it's just such a vibe.
Yeah.
So we've got Marbella.
Plenty of content that week as well. You know, the
bro,
Osmo will be coming, and we will be cooking.
Bro, it's gonna be unreal.
We'll be cooking.
But we'll go to a Mercadona, which is like the supermarket in Spain.
Yeah. Get my beef mince and rice.
Which is Mercadona is unreal, bro. Bro, do you know what I'm gonna be eating? Bro, they do like their meat produce and fruit produce is so fresh. Bro, they've got like we can have like white fish. Like we can have like we can proper eat like kings, bro. Like it's unreal, bro. Mercadona is like my favorite part of going to Marbella is the food shop.
Going to the supermarket.
It's cheap as chips as well, bro. It's so cheap. Bro, it's unreal.
What about that Lambo we're gonna rent?
Oh, bro, Urus one, yeah.
That Urus one, that lime green Urus one.
Come on, bro. But yeah, so that's going to be real. That's something to look forward to post prep as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that was a bit of a tangent. But we're going to Marbs. The serious Steppas are going to Marbs. We'll have to do a poddy while we're out there as well, an in-person one.
We'll cook, bro.
Bro, we'll just set it up on the beach with a joint.
Yeah.
Just smoking
Yeah.
up a biffa and just
Yeah.
unreal.
Yeah.
Right, should we get into some questions?
That would be a good idea. Yeah, we should.
Because we're rambling a little bit.
We are rambling.
All right, let's see. Let me pull up the archive and I'll see how many questions.
Bro, let me do my questions first, right?
Because
only because I got to start eating my pre-meal at 4.
Yeah, go for it.
So I actually deleted my story, obviously, because refreshing, 24 hours. But I screenshotted the queues.
Oh, you do that. Delete the stories after like a new day, do you?
Yeah, it works, bro.
Bro's engagement farming is cold.
Yeah. Right. So, first question: what is the best age you would recommend to compete? If it's my question, you answer, then I'll answer.
Okay, so I would say I'm going to take this as like a different angle. I'm going to say like the minimum age you should compete. I think the minimum age you should compete is like the oldest you can be as a team.
So 19.
Yeah. Reason being, I think you're in such a responsive position from the age of like 15 to 18. And you are in 19, 20, 21, 22, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But competing as a team, one is good because you get early stage experience. So you actually know if you want to do the sport. And you learn a lot, like when you compete younger. But also, I don't really advocate people dieting when they're like getting stage lean when they're like 16, 17.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Because you're literally going through puberty. You're in such a anabolic state just from...
It's literally like you're on
Yeah, you're literally on growth. Like,
yeah.
Use that.
Your IGF-1 is sky high.
Use that just to build as much fucking muscle as you can. Like, I don't really think people should be crashing their hormones at that age. Like, I think if you are going to compete as a team, do it at the very back end of the team age. And I think the reason why you would do that again is to build experience, to figure out whether you like the sport, and like if you can win, if you've got potential to win team titles, then fucking go for it, like Drew is, Other than that, I would say
my first place trophy's up there.
Yeah, I've got a second place one somewhere. Anyway,
yours is a Welsh flag though, bro.
19, I would say is the youngest that I would recommend someone step on stage. But I have nothing, like if someone came to me and they were 18 and they were like, I want to step on stage next year, or 17 and they said they want to step on stage next year, I'm not going to say no. I'm going to advise them to give it another year. But, it's not, people can do what they want. What do you reckon?
So I would say similar, pretty much. You want to be the oldest in the category. If you are an absolute genetic anomaly, like there is a few, you might be well muscled enough to be 17, 18 and beat 19-year-olds. Okay, yeah, that's cool. But bodybuilding and a prep in general is so demanding. It requires the almost perfect lifestyle around you to be able to succeed in the prep. You need to be financially secure as well, which not many teenagers are. This shit is expensive, Ed. It's expensive. And remember, you get fuck all. You get nothing.
Oh yeah, you
don't win a penny. You don't win a penny. And sometimes you don't even get fucking trophies either. But yeah, so financial stability is something you really want to look at. And just stability in your lifestyle in general. Are you a child or are you mentally mature enough to actually put your body through that unbelievable amount of stress for half a year?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Most teenagers are not. Most teenagers are still a teenager, where if you are a true teenager, by definition, you will not be able to do a prep.
Yeah.
But if you're matured, if you have good finances, if you have a good bubble around you, it can be done. But I would say to be your best, you want to be 19.
Yeah, I think it's like you say, in the maturity aspect of it, it's very like, if I tried competing when I was like 17, 18, bro, when I was 17, 18, I was getting absolutely shit-faced hammered every single night.
Exactly. Bro, that was me when I was like 13, 14, see? It's come forward a generation.
Bro, when I was that age, I was fucking doing drugs. I was drinking. I was smoking. I was fucking I was a lunatic. And like, and I
Bitches,
was
fucking
also,
bitches.
bro, this is what I'm saying. And I was also very easily influenced. Like, for
Yeah,
example,
I'm broke.
yeah, I'm broke. Well, actually, I was quite peed up back then. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
But, any, but anyway, but if like, for example, if I was out and the boys were like, yo, come have a drink and we're going clubbing, I'm going. You know what I mean? That's also
Yeah,
part of it. Like, you're only a teenager once. Prep
yeah,
will always
yeah,
be there, but being a teenager will
yeah,
not
yeah,
always be there.
yeah.
So you got to
That's
enjoy your
true.
life to some extent.
Yeah,
Um,
I feel
but
like they're very good articulated answers there.
yeah, sweet.
This individual who asked this question actually has applied to be coached by me, and we're sort of in the process of, uh, is he committing or isn't he?
Mm.
He is 17, I think. So that's why he's asking
Just
that.
give him a year off season and then prep him.
That's literally what I said. I said to him on the call, just take some fucking time growing first. When you do actually get to 19, you'll be good. You will be good. You know, a 2 year off season actually structured with a coach.
Yeah.
Is serious.
And how many kids, well, how many teenagers that age actually have a coach? And like,
Not
they'd be
many, bro.
so surprised how much progress they can make in just a
I
year
know,
with a coach.
but a coach is literally the thing that will change you.
And actually,
They'll turn you into a
like,
bodybuilder.
bro, I didn't start nailing my nutrition until like I was older than you.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like deep that.
Yeah,
You
I
know
know,
what I
it's
mean?
crazy, innit? Imagine how good you'd be.
Bro, I've just been like, bro, I was freestyling. I was literally just like, I'd eat what was in front of me. I train
Yeah.
hard because I loved it.
Bro, I freestyled from the age of like 13 to 15.
Yeah.
Then I sort of switched on
Bro,
then. And then
tapped
when I
in.
was 17, I got off in when I was
Bro, you're
17.
just advanced, bro. You're not the average teenager.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if you are the average teenager,
Without
wait.
glazing, like I don't want to glaze you too much.
Yeah, I get you. Then wait it out.
Yeah.
But if you feel like you are in that good place of stability, not just financial stability, all around stability mentally as well, then commit.
Next
Next
question.
question. If
Yeah.
you like, yeah. What are your favorite and least favorite things about bodybuilding?
Sure. My favorite thing about bodybuilding.
Fuck.
My favorite thing about bodybuilding is the constant like pursuit of bettering yourself,
That's good because that's different to my answer.
and it's never ending. Like
It is.
like
It's well, it's ended for you now. Ideally, you're gonna gain a pound a year. You,
yeah, but like
for me,
like if we're being honest, like if like all jokes aside, there's like I don't see that there's a limit to it. So you're just
no, there's
constantly
not.
trying to better yourself, and I think that's a very there's a lot of it's admirable chasing just constant progression, whether it
Yeah,
be progression in your physique, progression in your lifts, progression in like your dietary adherence, whatever it may be. Like you're constantly just trying to get better at those things and just becoming a better version of yourself. So that's what I think I love the most about the sport. What I dislike the most about the sport is like the raging insecurity and ego riddled
yes.
like community. I don't know. I don't want to call it community because like not everyone's like that, but
Egotistical vibes that
but
come with
a
bodybuilding.
lot of people that bodybuild are extremely fragile ego wise and extremely insecure. You know, there's I think there's two types of people that get into bodybuilding. You've got the guys that played sport to a high level and kind of fell into the gym and then have taken up bodybuilding because it's that competitive edge that they are now
Yeah.
lacking from sport, which is people like me and you and like Finn, people like that have come from sport into bodybuilding, and then you've got the other people that have come into bodybuilding from potentially
Insecurities.
coming into the gym from insecurity and then have gone into bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Again, this is a very generalizing statement, but I feel like they typically are a little bit more ego driven and insecure, and I think that paints the sport in a bad light. Like people think of bodybuilders, they think of wankers. Like
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
people don't like bodybuilders, bro. Like if you ask Gen Pop, like, oh, what's your opinion on bodybuilders? They would say, oh, like they love themselves. They have roid rage. They're this, they're that. You know. So I would say the thing I dislike about the sport is the insecure people and the very fragile egoed people that think everything's about them and love drama and just all of that shit.
Yeah. That was a very well articulated answer. Well done.
What about yourself?
I'm going to pick two different ones.
Go on.
I was going to anyway, to be fair. My favourite is the structure and routine that it gives you.
Yep.
You do not understand like how much your routine and day-to-day structure will influence every single aspect of your life.
Facts.
Until you actually get it in check. Relationships, lifestyle, business, especially.
It all improves.
Every single thing improves when you improve your daily routine and just your lifestyle in general. And obviously, you need a stellar routine to be a good bodybuilder. So then you get that routine in the pursuit of being a bodybuilder, but then you have that routine and it bleeds into those other things.
Yeah.
And it just makes your overall quality of life so much better.
Yeah.
And it's from bodybuilding. It stems from bodybuilding.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably my favourite. Like the routine, obviously, and what you said as well, like the constant pursuit of.
Oh
of
yeah, like the things
yourself.
you say, I agree with as well.
Yeah. My least favourite. This isn't not even like something I don't like because it's a necessity. So you can't not like something that's a necessity for you to do. But it's probably on the latter end of least favourites. Not exactly missing out on food, but missing out on some social occasions. Know what I mean? Like gatherings with friends, family, that sometimes when you're in a diet phase or in a prep, you simply can't go. And so that is what it is.
I disagree. I think you can still go. Like, bro.
I know.
One day out from the PCA, I was at Scaramantica, which is an Italian pizza place with all my boys. They were all eating. I wasn't.
Like, that is true.
I understand
it depends
on away because you can't join in with the activity.
Yeah.
But I think if you decide to not go, that's on you.
Yeah, like throat prep, I've still been going to birthday meals and stuff and taking my own grub, but like it's not the same socially. You know what I mean? No, like, and I don't miss that. I know, I understand this, a necessity to go with it, and I'm super grateful. Everyone around me understands this so well, and they wouldn't look at me twice if I whip a container out in a restaurant.
Yeah,
the waiters might, and they do. But what's he ordering? He has a dietary requirement. He doesn't need anything.
It's the explanation. It's the explanation that kills me. It's like you have to explain yourself. Like,
yeah, I know. I'm a bodybuilder. Yeah, you eat loads. I'm dieting.
Like you go, I'm a bodybuilder. Well, I don't even say I'm a bodybuilder. Like if I did, they'd look at me and they go, "You sure?"
Yeah, I don't say I'm a bodybuilder. I just have certain dietary requirements.
I just say I'm not eating.
Like,
when I was at that Italian, all my boys were ordering fucking banging pizzas and that. It came to me and she was like, "Oh, what would you like?" I said, "Oh no, I'm not eating." And she was like, "Sorry?" I was like, "No, I'm not eating."
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, okay. Do you want a side?" And I was like, "I'm not eating."
No, I'm not eating. I'm not
fucking eating.
Yeah, but I don't dislike that. Like, obviously, it comes with it.
Yeah, it's
and
part
like
of
I said,
it's part of the sport. Well,
I'm blessed to
part of a prep.
Yeah, it's part of the prep. And I'm blessed that the people who I would be going for those events and stuff with do understand it as well. So I don't get looked at like I got fucking 6 heads.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably the least favourite thing. Just you do have to kind of disconnect yourself socially at some point in prep. And you just need to crack on your own. But that is what it is. And then that breeds you into developing better values yourself as a person, which is cool.
100%. Any other questions?
Yeah, bro. I got 2 more. 3 more.
Fire away.
Paul. Big Paul.
Come on, Paul.
Come on, Paul. Any standout young clients of yours and Ed's that could do damage on stage in the future?
Sam Cox.
Bro, it's to you first.
Sam Cox. So I've got an ex-client. So
that doesn't count.
Okay. Well,
they sacked you, G.
A lot of the clients I've got at the moment through SW7 are all high-level rugby athletes.
Yeah.
And they could all do damage on stage.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah. Like, people forget that the genetic elite aren't doing natural bodybuilding.
They're not doing bodybuilding.
They're playing high-level sport. Do you know what I mean? It's like people like that's why it blows my mind when people say like fake natty on like some of these like these guys with African genetics like Toitan, freak, unbelievable. He's at the WMBF. Thank fuck he's doing classic.
Yes, is he doing classic?
Thank fuck he's doing classic.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I hope.
I heard he's doing juniors, bro.
I hope. But anyway, like he is for natural bodybuilding. He is the genetic elite, but there is still genetically better people than him. But people forget that the ones that are the genetic elite are doing the higher level sport, the sports that pay you, the sports that
football,
give
rugby,
you generational wealth. Do you know what I mean?
Sprinting.
Yeah,
you know?
like.
So to answer the question, you don't basically. Is that what you're saying?
I don't have any young clients at the moment that have bodybuilding aspirations. No.
Right. Okay. I have two that. Well, one is definitely on stage next year. One potentially on stage next year. Sam Cox potentially on stage next year.
What, men's physique?
If you hear me out, if his legs were in a leg specialization off season right now, because his upper body is unfucking believable, it's unreal. So we need to bring his legs up to match. If they do match, then he's in a pair of trunks. If they don't match, he's in a pair of board shorts, and he's going to do damage either way. If you follow me, you would have seen.
Yeah, he is good. He is very good. His upper body is very good, very bubbly, just like freaky.
Yeah.
Like,
bro, when he came to me, you wouldn't look at him twice. But just an absolute response fucking magnet to proper training and nutrition. He dialed everything in really fast, to be fair. But he has that grit as well. Yeah. Like his adherence is where it needs to be too, which shows in the progress that he's made.
Like if you're a teenager, like one bit of advice for anyone who's a teenager, if you actually just get a good coach, nail your food for like a year as a teenager and train hard, you will blow up.
Yeah, I really disagree with the try and figure it out on your own first. No, you're literally wasting time. That's like
use me as an example, bro.
Yeah.
I wasted so much time.
That's like you go to university, you're gonna go study fucking rocket science or something like that, and then you walk into your lecture hall and there's no teacher. It's just figure it out for yourself for 3 months first. Yeah. Then you get taught how to do it. Doesn't really make any sense. Yeah. You learn quicker from a coach. You don't lose progress. You don't waste time. It's just a better scenario.
100%.
Anyway, I also do have a definite client on stage next year. Oh.
What?
So, I had a CapCut update. Alfie Coleman. If you follow me again, you follow him. He is competing. He's a young junior next year, so he is going to be competing when he's 20 in the juniors class. Just missed out on the teens. We just needed more time to grow, and this year wasn't the right year for him to compete.
It will be good for him to get on stage. Now and then do another when he's 23.
When he's a junior, exactly. That's the plan. He lives and breathes bodybuilding. He loves it. I've been coaching him now for coming up to 2 years next month. And in that time, literally complete different individual in physique and in lifestyle and mindset. He is a bodybuilder. He lives and breathes the lifestyle of bodybuilding. He loves bodybuilding, so he will undoubtedly do very well. We have had the conversation of like, okay, in reality, you're going to be 20 years old against 23-year-olds. Are we going to win? Most likely not. But is it going to be fun? Yeah. Are you going to fucking love it? Yeah. Are you going to learn so many incredible lessons from the prep that will stick with you when you come round to prep again? Yes. So that's the
plan. I think it's a case of like for him, like just if he brings the best version of himself, that's all he can ask for.
Yeah, and he will be happy with that as well.
Yeah,
which is really cool.
I think ask me your last question. Go get your pre-workout meal.
I got it with AG.
Oh, you've got it. Sweet.
Yeah, bro. I'm on top. I got 2 more.
Okay, go.
Do you still use intra carbs at this point in prep?
I'm meant to, yeah. if you want me to be transparent, like
be transparent.
So on my meal plan, I do have 25 carb intra.
And me.
But I've taken that 25 carb and put it into my post-workout meal. That's just the truth. It's just the truth.
I have 25 carb intra on my meal plan. If I was on a baseline day,
stop bullshitting.
No. On a baseline day, I split it between my pre and post and don't have an intra. But if I'm on a high day like today, I will have an intra.
Oh yeah. If you're on a higher day,
yeah. So to answer your question, we're supposed to.
Yeah.
But we're shit.
Sorry.
But we're shit. Right. Last question. For an over 50 over 50-year-old, will consistent exercise and good nutrition boost my testosterone levels and make me more virile? My wife has a sexual appetite I'm struggling to cope with. Alternatively, should I go down the path of doubling my doctor's prescribed TRT to cope with the demand? So he means self-administrating his own TRT because the NHS TRT is dog shit.
Yeah.
Any help would be appreciated.
Well,
do you know who asked this question?
Paul.
Nah, another guess.
It
was text directly to me.
Oh, the old man, like.
Yeah.
Well, first thing I'd say is to your old man, I mean, you should count yourself lucky that your significant other's still flying around like that.
In it, bro. That's what I'm saying, G. Like, bro.
Count your lucky stars. A lot of people are that age.
Anyway, when I go enhanced, I am also taking my father enhanced with me as well. We've already discussed this. I'm self-administering his TRT because the NHS testosterone replacement therapy, they either use Libido, which is a 3-month-long ester, so you can imagine.
Yeah.
Literally dog shit. But I pushed him then to get prescribed the second one they use, which is Sustanon, which is basically test, sip, and test, and another carrier of test. Basically, it's like 2-week half-life. Still terrible. 2 weeks, bump, 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 bump. Not good. And he physically feels his peaks and troughs. So we are going enhanced together. He's not going to be enhanced. I'm going to give him a nice amount that brings him to his natural levels for overall quality of life and to fucking keep up my mother, apparently.
Fucking hell, fair play, Mother Hope. Like, she's
yeah, I know.
Not slowing down. Fair play to her.
I know.
But, yeah, I would... What was the actual question itself? Other than getting...
Yeah, I know.
What was it? Improving, like, sleep and nutrition?
Would consistent exercise and good nutrition boost your testosterone levels enough?
Yeah, it would.
It would. Not enough
but not
at
enough,
that age
not
to
enough,
find the difference.
Not enough to feel like you're on gear.
No.
You'd feel a little bit better about yourself.
Yeah,
but you're not going to, like... I don't think your libido is going to dramatically change. I don't think you're going to put on a shit ton of more tissue just if you're 50 odd. Like, yes, your quality of life will improve. Yes, you may help with like delaying certain things further down the line, like tendon integrity, like longevity is going to improve. But yeah, I think just fucking start pinning, baby.
We are, bro. I'm going to administer him because the NHS are fucking cheap and they broke.
Yeah.
So they're not giving him the good shit. So to answer your question, yes, it would improve. Not to a level that you want it.
Not for what you want.
Not for what you want, libido-wise. So when I go enhanced, you're going on TRT Plus as well.
TRT Plus.
There you go. We'll call it TRT Plus.
There we are. Right. I'll get into my questions. You can start tucking into your pre-workout.
Do you want to see it, G?
Yeah, show us. Oh, fuck. Run me through the macros on that.
80 grams of maple syrup core.
Yeah.
40 grams of chocolate Perform Whey. 100 grams of banana. 100 grams of blueberries. 20 grams dark choc. Pink salt. Cinnamon.
Fucking hell.
5 rice cakes.
Oh, bro. Fucking taking a piss with that. And I'm sitting here with my fucking 15 carb post-workout meal. Oh, fucking bad. Anyway, right, I'll get on to my first question. I've got 5 questions that we'll rip through.
Go on.
First one is from Gabe. It says, what to note for someone doing their first show so there's minimal surprises, which is a good question. Obviously, he's coming up to his first show. I think he's 2 weeks out.
Supernaturals?
No, I think the first one he's doing... No? He's not doing the WNBF. I think he's doing PCA. I think he's doing UK DFBA and PCA Natty.
Right.
So he's 2 weeks out.
And then the MBW then?
I don't think he's doing the MBW. I think he's just
doing... Bro, that's the only reason people would do the UK DFBA.
I'm not sure, bro. I know he's not doing loads. Like, he's not... When I told him the amount of shows I was doing, he was like, holy...
He's not going full send like us.
Nah. I think he's doing 2 or 3. But, Am I in that photo? Am I looking good?
2 seconds. Let me retake it. I'm actually going to post it.
But let me answer this question. So,
lock in. Hard.
For the Spotify users, we just took a photo. So, what to note for someone doing their first show so there's minimal surprises? I would say, first thing, if you are booking tan with a tanning service, anticipate it to be late. Secondly,
no matter how many exclamation marks they put on the fucking email to
yeah.
tell it to be on time.
Secondly, don't expect the like registration and the show time to be on time either. Bodybuilding shows notoriously run late, so don't be so caught up on the time that you stress yourself out if it's like 5 minutes late. So be prepared for some fluctuation on time. I would say that's one thing. Third, I would say give yourself enough time to pump up. Like err on
more
the side,
time than you need.
Err on the side of caution with pumping up. I think I had plenty of time to pump up. Well, I think it's because I was running flat, but I still don't think I got an amazing pump. And I started pumping up like half an hour before I was on. So give yourself enough time to pump up. Bring a pillow to because there's not like when you're in like the waiting areas, or you're waiting to sign up, or you're waiting for anything like that. There's not often like seats offered. So if you if you're sitting on the floor and you want to be comfy, bring a pillow. That's something I didn't do. So I would say do that. What else would I suggest? Just take a second to actually like think about what you're doing as well. Like, I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but I remember when I was pumping up for the PCA, and I had the purple band, and I was doing some like chest flies, and like something like clicked in my head. I was like, I'm actually pumping up for my first ever bodybuilding show.
It's cool, isn't it?
And I was like, I'm actually here. Like I'm in this moment. Like all the build up to that, when I was with that band, I was kind of just like going through the motions, but I kind of like took a second to think about what I was actually doing. I was like, I'm here. Like this is what I've worked for.
I'm him. I'm him.
I'm not. I wasn't him that day. I was half. Yeah. But like, I think just take your time to be present, because it makes it so much more enjoyable. Like I made sure to take a breath before I went onto stage. I know it sounds gay, but like, just take a second to like gather yourself and think about what you're actually doing. Like, I'm actually going on stage now. I'm posing in front of people. I'm enjoying myself. Like, I came off stage. I remember everything. Like, a lot of people say they go on stage and they don't remember it. Like, it was like they say they like black out, or like it's like a blur. Like, I remember everything.
I remember it.
Yeah. Like, be present. Take your time to be present. Like, actually appreciate what you're doing, because it's very easy in a bodybuilding show, because it's quite a manic day and there's quite a lot going on. It's all new, especially as a first timer. It's all new and it's all overstimulating. To kind of let that all just get on top of you, and like the day just goes before you even know it. Like, my bodybuilding show was done within an hour. Like, I registered at 9, was on stage at 11:15, and I was off stage by 11:05. Like, and it was done. But I enjoyed all of it, and there was never a part of me that was like, oh, I don't even remember what happened. So just be present, I would say. Is that enough for you, or do you feel like you need to touch in?
I would say, you just talked like all about like the psychological aspect of it. I'll go completely the other side. Take more food than you think you're going to need. Yeah. Because I made that mistake partially. I just had to fill my carbs with rice cakes instead.
Yeah.
But actually be as prepared as you literally can. Start writing the list for what you're going to take on show day the week before. And just get it all there.
Better to have too much than not enough, innit?
That's true, yeah. And take a separate food bag as well. That's what I really liked. That I could just leave my big heavy shit and just carry like a Tesco bag that I knew I had food in. That's cool. Take a pillow, like you said. Keep your feet elevated backstage. Like, once you sort of go from the waiting area to go backstage before you go out, they call you like incrementally. So it'll be like they'll call you backstage first, then they'll call you from the backstage area into the pump-up room. You didn't have a pump-up room, but that's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
So when you are backstage, before you go to the pump-up room, just chill. I had my head on my backpack, my feet elevated, just chill. And then when they do actually call you class, pump up more than you think you need to.
Yeah.
Because you're never going to be too pumped, as long as you're not like dripping with sweat. But if you peak correctly, you're not going to be dripping with sweat anyway. Yeah. But just get a good pump and don't underglaze.
And I'd also say, this is a little bit pre-show, but like what they say in the emails about like not using shower gel in the build-up, like actually listen to that. because there were so many people at the tanning that had like used shower gel the night before, and like
or moisturizer or
the
anything
tan
like
just
that.
wasn't sitting on them properly,
Yeah,
and like it will affect your look.
yeah.
And like when you've got the tanning lady going, oh, like you've got like you've used body wash, like that's gonna stress you out. And also just chill the fuck out. Like we're so irrelevant. We are just little humans on a fucking big circle. Like just enjoy it. Like it's not worth
not only that, there is we talked about this on the last body. You gain absolutely zero from stressing on show day. You actually lose.
Like, bro, how much did we? If you look at both of our shows, how much did we stress? Not even in the slightest. Not once. We were literally just chill, go on stage, come off. Oh, that was good. Enjoyed it.
Literally. And then that's how you present your best look. Because all you need at that point, when you're that sensitive on the day, a big, massive cortisol spike, you end up a watery fat mess, and then you look shit. And then you're going to be more stressed because you look shit. Vicious cycle. So just stop deep in it. The work is done. It's not like a football match. It's not like a rugby match. You don't need high adrenaline and high cortisol on that day to perform better. You actually look worse if you have that.
Yeah.
And the work is done. So it's just time to enjoy it.
Next question. This is from my client, Detlev. Cool name, innit? Detlev. And he's all the way...
Yeah, cold.
Well, he says greetings from Belgium, but he's not actually in Belgium at the minute. He's in the Gran Canaria, the Jammy Cup. He's on holiday. So, Detlev, thank you for the question, mate. The question is, how is everything going with you guys? How's the diet so far? We've basically covered all of that in the first 10 minutes of the podcast, Detlev. So you're not really going to get a proper answer.
As a whole, Ed's trenches, I'm chilling.
Yeah, Drew, as you can probably tell by the podcast, Drew's talking a lot more than me as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, Detlev, we're all good, bro.
Thank you for asking.
We're in the thick of it. So I hope you're enjoying your holiday, mate. And I look forward to starting the mini cup when you're back. Next question. This is from Carla. I never know how to pronounce it.
It's Carla Music, isn't it?
Yeah, Carla,
she has messaged me a couple of times about stuff.
Carla Makuzik. Carla Markuzik. Having 4 versus 5 meals a day, is there much or any difference physique development wise? No. There's not going to be really, like, the difference is negligible. Like the only argument you could have is that you're spiking muscle protein synthesis more frequently. And when you're deeper in a diet, having 5 meals can potentially benefit satiation. But other than that, it's not big enough of a deal to worry about. Like, I know someone, so Tamslin, you know Tamlin Robertson?
Yeah.
He eats 3 meals a day, bro. He's done it all prep.
Really?
So, bro, I fucking love that guy. He's so, like, and he's so... He does shit his way. Even his training is
and it works, bro.
His training is so golden era, bro. Like, he just gets pumps, bro. He trains, like, he doesn't train full range of motion. Like, he'll be on the tricep push, like proper hunching over, like, he just loves it. When I caught a session with him in Train by JP, we were on the high incline prime, pin loaded. Like, he doesn't take full range of motion. Like, and he does high reppers, like, he does drop sets, he does all of this shit, like, and he eats 3 meals a day. Like, when we trained, I was like, oh, when did you, like, what was your pre-meal? And he was like, oh, I haven't ate in 4 hours. And he's like, and I was like, oh, when's your post-workout meal? And he's like, oh, I haven't brought it with me. Like, it'll be in, like, 2 hours' time. And I'm like, I fucking love that.
Right, it just goes to show, doesn't it? You know,
it doesn't really matter.
If you are an absolute freak, you can literally do anything and grow.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
He's a ridiculously good bodybuilder. So, in short, it doesn't make a difference. Like, it's all just little nuances and optimization.
Yeah.
But yeah, his meals, like, because he only eats 3 meals a day, like, his meals are huge. Like, even in prep, like, he'll have, like, 90 grams of protein in a meal. Bro, and it's just hella chicken, bro. Like, he's got chicken, like, a chicken salad, and it's huge. And it's like, fuck, like, as much as I wouldn't want to be on 3 meals a day, like, the meals look...
That would be good, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Next question. So I've got 2 from Paul. First one is, when would yourself, Andrew, introduce intensifiers into clients' training programs? Never. No, it's I'm not a massive fan of intensifiers because the reason being, because if you're taking an actual set properly to failure, like once you've taken a set to failure, your perceived effort is fucked, and like the output you can actually get from dropping load is like the amount of motor unit recruitment you can get from those sets you take past failure, it diminishes dramatically the amount of motor unit recruitment you can get. So they're kind of like it's diminishing returns and it's a lot of the time the fatigue that you accumulate from taking those reps past failure is the fatigue's up here compared to the actual stimulus you're getting from those reps is about down here. So I typically don't program any intensifiers really. The only time I would be your like peak off season and you've got so much food in you that you can like just you can
smash yourself and
you can smash yourself a bit more. You can utilize those intensifiers, but for like in prep, never, because it's just not needed. And like typically, like it maybe for like from an enjoyment standpoint, I would give someone some intensifiers. They do make training more fun for some people, but I typically will not program many, if any, intensifiers into my clients' programming.
I coach both enhanced clients and natural clients, so it varies massively if you are enhanced because you have that recovery capabilities. So for my enhanced guys, we would either use on a specifically lagging muscle group rather than doing like 3-4 sets. We'll do a straight set as usual, then an intensifier, 9 times out of 10 a rest pose, just because that's what I feel like to get the most effective reps, most amount of total effective reps, because that's what counts to hypertrophy. But in just my normal natural clients as well as the enhanced guys, if they have like a lagging body part, so it's 9 times out of 10 guys' arms are lagging. So we have an arm day top up, but it's just myo reps. So I'm not going to give you a breakdown of what a myo rep is, but you can Google a myo rep set and see what that is. It's basically a way to minimize time but get maximum effective reps in a space of time. Or the only other reason that I would put an intensifier in is if someone's sessions are on a time crunch.
Yeah, that's what I was going to touch on. Like a couple of like kind of contradicting what I said. A couple of the clients that I've got with SW7 are middle-aged men that have kids, have
they want to be in the gym
jobs.
2 hours. Like
they want to be in the gym for 45 minutes. So I do utilize some supersets. Again, like you say, specifically on things like arms that are lower, like lower output movements,
like, lower systemic fatigue movements,
like a bicep curl into like a push down, like something like that. And I'll typically do movements like that will go from like something that's taking the elbow into flexion, and then the superset with the opposite. So something that's taking
antagonistic muscle groups, like
that's the one. Bro's got all the lingo. So yeah, that's your answer, Paul. So in the most part, not very many. Not very many intensifiers. Situation dependent.
You often find, right? Sorry to stay on this topic, but you often find the people who smash their training with loads of intensifiers, if you actually take them through a true set to failure, they will find it very difficult. And they actually don't know how to take a true set to failure.
The people that say, "Oh, like you don't do drop sets, like you're not training hard enough." Like, bro, the fact,
trust me,
you've literally just proved the point. You have to do drop sets to feel like you've trained hard enough.
Yeah,
you're literally disproving your argument with your argument. Like if you tell me you don't train hard enough, I do loads of drop sets. The fact that I'm training harder than you without the drop sets, you've just proved our point. Yeah. You fucking muppet. Anyway, another one from Paul. This is kind of the same question. Also, if there are any intensifiers you use, do you prefer rest pause, myo reps, drop sets?
Rest pulls are myo reps. I would never use a drop set.
No.
Nasty stuff. I don't like that at all.
Yeah, you're just
myo reps and rest pauses. Yes.
A drop set. You're just
putting less load
you're
across the
You're just getting less mechanical tension for more fatigue. Like it's literally
drop sets are a fatigue magnet
yeah.
for mitigating rewards because you're getting less mechanical tension, because the reps are not as effective, because there's less load going through the joint.
Yeah, there we are. That's all the questions I've got, mate.
Yeah,
I think that's everything. Do we have anything else to touch on?
I don't think we do, bro.
I don't think we do.
It's been a very, very informative podcast. I hope everyone's learned a lot from today because we've rambled shit, but we've actually said a lot of great value content as well.
Yeah, you've been spitting bars a little bit more than me, but we've both been happy.
Your trenches though, bro.
I am. I feel fucking dreadful, to be honest. But we're here and we're performing a fucking good poddy for the second time.
So basically, my fat loss is now done. That's
to recap.
If you want to say that, you can say that.
Your prep is over.
Complete.
My prep
is over.
It's
my
not
actual
prep now.
It's not prep. It's just
competition
the look.
Season.
It's comp season.
There we are.
8 days out.
My prep has got I've still got a couple of days left to prep.
Oh, bro, Joe, we should touch on the Scottish job.
Yeah, go on.
So basically, my shows for this year: WNBF Supernaturals next weekend, UKDFBA after that. Then you have the weekend of the PCA Naturals 4, which I was originally going to be doing with Ed, but obviously having won the BNBF, I've qualified for the British finals of BNBF, in which I would be a team competitor, so I have a shot at winning the team's British title. Whereas I was doing PCA in the junior class, not expecting anything, just doing it to do a PCA show, pretty much. So British title shot, just doing a PCA show, it's the British title shot for me, really. So I'm flying up to Scotland that weekend to compete in Scotland, in Perth. While Ed is in Wolverhampton. No, not Australia.
That would be Perth, nice, though.
Scotland.
That would be
nice. It would, yeah. It would. But yeah, Ed's in Wolverhampton and I'm up in Scotland, which is a sad time because we're not going to be together.
I know, we're going to be split up.
But I'm sure we'll link up on the Monday, G.
Oh. Wait, on what?
The Monday after.
Nah, because... No. That's the week before. That's 2 weeks before MBW.
Yeah, I know. We'll link up on the Monday and have a little debrief. Like.
Oh, I'm sure we will. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Drew's had a little switch up with his show season. Mine stays the same. WNBF next weekend, UKDFBA, PCA 94, potentially PCA finals, PCA 90 finals the day after, and then there's a week off, and then the MBW, and then Marbs. Oh my goodness.
The Marbs Classic.
Oh, bro, the Marbs Classic. We're going to be stage lean with food in us, with tanned. Oh, bro, it's going to be unreal.
It's going to be unreal. Then it's into fucking grow season. Bro, I've already coined my next YouTube series. Do you want to hear it?
What's it called? Go on. You heard it here first.
The Pursuit of Mass.
Shit.
It used to be my Snapchat private story name when I was in like year 10.
Cold. Freezing.
I'm coming back.
Freezing. There we are. So, I think that's all. I think we're going to wrap it up there. Thank you very much, guys, for listening. Hope you enjoyed this episode. The next episode we film will be an in-person special.
Yeah.
Yeah? Or no?
It may well be.
It may well be. Are you coming down?
We'll see. We may well be. We'll have a look. We'll have a look.
Well, there's going to be another one going out on Thursday regardless.
Yeah.
So, hope you all enjoyed, guys. Hope you took some enjoyment and some value from today's episode.
It's the perfect balance.
That's it. That's what we try and offer. But
it is.
Hope you all have a lovely weekend and keep seriously stepping. And we will see you
keep stepping
in the next one.